Good morning, everybody. I'm Congressman Jim McGovern, and I want to thank you all for coming to this very important photography exhibit on international school feeding programs. As many of you know, I'm very passionate about international school feeding programs. There are over 400 million hungry children in this world. Of those children, almost 130 million do not go to school. School feeding programs not only alleviate childhood hunger, they promote educational opportunities for children, especially young girls. We have seen that if you provide a meal at school, more kids will go to school, more children will stay in school, and more parents will support the school. We've also learned that school feeding programs help U.S. national security and foreign policy efforts in volatile parts of the world. The U.S. government supports international school feeding programs through the McGovern-Dole International Food for Education and Child Nutrition Program. To date, that program has provided meals to more than 22 million children in 41 countries. This year, the administration and Congress have both renewed their support for this program, and I want to thank Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack for providing the program with $80 million worth of commodities this past April. I also want to thank the entire Agriculture Appropriations Subcommittee, including Joanne Emerson, who may be coming by shortly, for the additional $99.5 million they provided the program in last week's markup. This doubles the amount appropriated in fiscal year 2009 to a total of $199.5 million. We're still not where we want to be. When the McGovern-Dole program began, it was $300 million. We then get cut down to $50 million, and we're working our way back up. And I have to tell you, the only thing more cruel than not feeding a hungry child is feeding a hungry child for a short time and then taking the meal away. And unfortunately, that's what we did. We cut back on the McGovern-Dole program, but we're moving back up in the right direction. I want to thank all the partners in this room for your hard work and dedication to make school feeding happen on the ground. Without you, millions of children would go hungry and they never would go to school. I want to recognize the Congressional Hunger Center for their leadership in organizing this photo exhibit. And I've had a chance to see it, and I will tell you, not only do these photographs tell a powerful story, but it really is a display of beautiful photography. So I want to thank all of you who put this together. I want to thank Margaret Ziegler and Rachel Winch and Elizabeth Whalen. I want to thank them for their tireless commitment to this cause and all the hard work they have put into this exhibit. Congressman John Bozeman from Arkansas, who has been a leader on human rights issues and on anti-poverty issues and on leading this effort to try to end global hunger. And I'm proud that he's here, and I want to yield the podium to him for a while.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, and we so appreciate Jim and his staff's leadership in pushing us forward. Food insecurity threatens the physical and mental health of children throughout the world. Poor nutrition limits the ability of children to achieve the best education possible and makes it difficult for them to confront the socioeconomic challenges that keep families trapped in poverty and food insecurity for generations. Since its conception, the International School Feeding Program has helped millions of children in more than 41 countries, demonstrating a marked improvement in school achievement and other measured categories. Thanks to this program, these millions of children now have a better chance to improve cognition, increase attendance, break down gender barriers, and realize their dreams. This photo exhibit gives faces to these children who might otherwise fade into our minds as statistics. Thanks to these pictures, we can all witness and share the dramatic impact that this program has on the lives of so many children throughout the world. And the visual is so important. It seems like in the last week or two, I've visited with several individuals that, and maybe some of you are them, that got involved in the Ethiopian crisis in the 80s. And as a result of them going there, and actually experiencing, and many of us aren't, or many people we are able to go and visit, but many people aren't. And these types of exhibits are so helpful, like I say, in putting a face on this. But as a result of going there and seeing this firsthand, it changed their lives, and some of our leading advocates right now as a result of actually experiencing, seeing things. So I'd like to thank the photographer, Elizabeth Whalen, very, very much for your hard work, as well as Rachel Lynch, who helped put the exhibit together. We appreciate you guys' hard work, and it really is excellent. I also like to thank the other co-chairs of the caucus for their support of the event, all of my other colleagues in the Hunger Caucus, and all of you for being here and helping to make this a very successful event. So thanks for your hard work. It's just everybody working together. Jim and I are from different areas of the country. He's a Yankee, I'm from the South. But again, the neat thing about this, on the Hunger Caucus, and you look at the list, it's conservatives, it's liberals, and all in between. But the neat thing is that we all come together with this interest in solving and trying to fight this problem. So again, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Rachel Lynch. I'm a Mickey Leland International Hunger Fellow with the Global Child Nutrition Foundation.
And I'm Elizabeth Whalen. I'm the Associate Director of the Mickey Leland International Hunger Fellows Program at the Congressional Hunger Center and the photographer of the images you see before you.
Thank you so much to Congressman McGovern and Congressman Bozeman for being here today, as well as the Congressional Hunger Center, especially Margaret Ziegler, and the Global Child Nutrition Foundation, through Barbara Belmont, who's with us here this morning.
I just wanted to say a few words about the setup of the exhibit and also the intention behind the exhibit and why it was created. Basically, this exhibit is an attempt to bring the voices of the implementers as well as the people that are impacted by these programs to policymakers. All of the photographs that you see were taken along with in-depth interviews that Rachel and I conducted. And so one thing I really want to emphasize is the context of the images, not just the pictures you see, but also